What is a stale-dated check? Have you ever found an old check lying around and wondered if it was still good? Let's talk about stale-dated checks and what they mean for your banking experience. A stale-dated check is one that has not been cashed within a certain time frame, usually 6 months or 180 days. After this period, the check is considered outdated. Now, what happens if you try to cash a stale-dated check? Banks are not required to accept these checks, but some may choose to do so under specific conditions. This means that if you present a stale-dated check, the bank might refuse it. However, if the account it is drawn from is still active and has enough funds, there is a chance it could be processed. It is important to be aware of the risks involved. If the account has been closed or does not have sufficient funds, cashing a stale-dated check could lead to it being returned. This could also result in additional fees, which is something no one wants to deal with. When it comes to specific details, remember that the typical timeframe for a check to be considered stale is 6 months. However, some checks may have unique instructions printed on them, like not valid after 60 days. These instructions can affect how long the check remains valid. Different banks have varying policies regarding stale-dated checks. Some institutions may automatically reject them, while others might still process them if the account is active. It is always a good idea to check with your bank about their specific policies. Another aspect to consider is escheatment laws. In some cases, unclaimed funds from stale-dated checks may be turned over to the state if they remain unclaimed for an extended period. This means that if you forget about a check, you might lose that money altogether. For banks and credit unions, it is essential to inform customers about the risks associated with stale-dated checks. Encouraging timely deposits can help avoid complications and unnecessary fees. If you receive a stale-dated check, it is best to contact the issuer for a replacement or to verify the bank's policy on accepting such checks. By staying informed and proactive, you can maintain smooth transactions and avoid issues related to check cashing policies. So next time you find an old check, remember these tips to navigate the world of banking services with confidence.